Ladies and gents, welcome to the platform. Andile here, aka the journalist. You know what we do. Every other night, we interview someone from the dance culture community. And today, my guest is none other than McGee Keys. Looking forward to the chat. I think it's going to be a hot one. You know, it's all about dance culture. It's all about exploring the people that are making us beautiful music, particularly people that make house music. And my guest today, it's a guy that makes like very, very dope, soulful music. I would say his style is like a blend between jazz and deep house, if I was to describe his style, jazz and deep house. So yeah, looking forward to the chat with McGee Keys, that's his name. And he's going to join us shortly, and then we're going to get the show on the road. Thank you so much for the support. Everybody that's supporting the platform is growing very, very well. I'm very happy with the growth of the platform. So thank you so much. If you're new to this platform, check us out at thejournalistdj.com. That's like our handle on social media, or check out the website, thejournalistdj.com. Okay, where's McGee? McGee, where you at, man? Where you at? I'm ready to start the show, man. Khotsi, Chief, you out here. Shout out to Khotsi Mushari. He's my nigga from my hometown, Warrington, Northern Cape. By the way, there's an event happening on the 3rd of September. It's called the Journalist Birthday Shandies, and of course I'm the journalist, and of course I have a birthday coming up on the 3rd of September in my hometown called Warrington. So please be sure to check it out if you're around. Now, where's McGee at? Oh, Batum, McGee. Where you at, man? Where you at? Yo, Batum. Okay, I'll be back. McGee's not here yet. Yo, Vivi, what's up, G? I see you, man. I see you, bro. We need to talk, Vivi. I'm planning a trip to Cape Town. So, you and I, but I'll talk to you offline. I see you, my G. I'm waiting for McGee Keys to hop on the live so that we can, get the conversation going. Obs at the broer. Where's your broer, bro? Where's your broer? Yeah. Okay, cool. Top chat. I'll hit you up, my G. Yeah, but yeah, man, we need to talk because I want to do some serious things down there. And I know you're the king of Cape Town, so you're the mayor. Before we do stuff in Cape Town, we must talk to you first, top chap. So I'll definitely hit you up so that we can talk. So yeah, oh man, this is so nice. I see my baby sister is here as well. Please follow her. Her username is London_for_president. Okay, that's my baby sister. Everybody, follow my baby sister on the gram. Okay. No, don't ever say that I've never put you on. I just put you on so that people can follow you. So yeah. Shout out to you, baby sis. Now let's have a chat with McGee. Yo, brother.
Hey, yo, brother, bud.
How you feeling this evening, man?
Oh, I'm feeling sick, man. I'm in bed.
Yo.
I have flu. Yeah.
Hey, man, we could have postponed, bro. I didn't know you were sick, bro.
No, bro. We can't postpone work, man. You know what I mean? So I'm here.
Yeah.
We gotta do what we gotta do, man.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna make it too long then, bro. Because you need your rest. If you're
No, don't worry. We have all the time.
We have all the time. No, but I'm just saying, if you're flu, I mean, listen to me, Gary, if you're flu, if you have flu, you must rest. But
Yeah.
anyway, McGee, thank you so much for making time, even though you're not feeling too great. We had to have this conversation just so that we can introduce you to the platform, and just, you know, get to understand you, get to know your story, man. So McGee Keys, you know, interesting
Yeah,
name.
man.
When I listen to the name or when I read your name, I just think someone that's very good with the keyboard or jazz music. You know, how did you get that name?
So McGee Keys, McGee, it's my the Mac, it's my surname, Mokwena, and the G is an abbreviation of my full name, which is George. So back in the years, my American friends, they couldn't pronounce my surname. They couldn't say Mokwena, so they kept on saying McQuena, McQuena. Like the George, it's properly said, but the surname it's McQuena.
Mm,
So like, okay, the creative side of me then kicked in, like, Mac George,
mm,
and I was like, nah, man, flu or not, Papa, we rock.
mm,
So the Mac George didn't make sense. I had to cut it off. So that was McG. And then obviously the keys says it all. Yeah, the man is a pianist, is a full-time musician. So that's where the name McG Keys comes from. So the keys actually I didn't edit. I was just George McG.
mm,
And then we were just chilling in studio with my friends. I think back in 2008. Yeah, we were just chilling in studio and then we are just jamming. I just closed my eyes and went hard on the keys. He was like, Joe, you are no longer McG, you are McG Keys. I
mm,
was like, okay, it's fine. Because that session it just went mad mess, bro.
mm.
So that's how I got to add the keys at the end. So that's McG Keys. You know what I mean?
I get it, man. You know, your story is very similar to Sipo Hot Sticks, you know, uh,
Yeah,
the legend. He says that how he got
yeah,
his
sure.
name, the power went out while they were performing and he just went crazy on the drums and people called
Yeah,
him Hot Sticks. So I guess, you know, also,
yeah, sure, true that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, no, cool, man. Nice to meet you. Nice to understand where the name comes from. And then, you know, the music, you know, listening to the music, you know, that you're on, I hear a lot of soul, you know, a lot of soul, you know. So where does that come from?
So the soul, it's I'm a musician by born, right? So when I was very young, actually, this is the first time I'm sharing this deep with you. As you ask where the soul comes from, that's a good question, bro. Props to you. So when I was very young, before I even played instruments, I think I was 5, 6, somewhere there. That's the story my mom told me. But I also remembered what I used to do. So at home, remember in Stop Nonsense.
Yeah.
At home there was Stop Nonsense, né? And then there was one that was just packed there, and every day with no fail, I would go there and just play on that, like
Mm,
sing, make crazy sounds. And I'm still a kid back then, right? And then my mom was like, okay, I'm seeing something in this guy. I think he's gonna be a musician, right?
mm,
And that's the part I remember. And then when she always told me that, it rang a bell. Oh yeah, I remember those moments, right? And as growing up, my family background, my mom used to loves a lot of jazz.
mm,
My dad was never a musician. He was a handman. He was a creative in his own art. But growing up, my mom played a lot of jazz and a lot of gospel. My brothers were my biggest brother, my elder brother. He's a jazz freak, up to date.
mm,
And then the brother that I'm following was a soul freak, right? So having these two sounds combined together, played every day. I go to school, I come back, they are played. They they built the personality of me through the music, right? And
mm,
then when I would hear a solo on a jazz song, I would like, hey, I want to play like these guys because I can hear there's a keyboard that is backing up and then there's a solo part that is happening in the background.
mm,
So I want to play like these guys. And then in 2000 and in 90, not it wasn't 2000, 99, I discovered that it's only one person who's playing the keyboard.
mm,
But wow, they are playing it beautifully that they can play a solo, and I could hear the language as they're playing the solo,
mm,
and I could interpret it in my own way. So that also developed the the soul in me. And now that I've grown up to be that guy that I am today, I still, the soul was instilled in me, and then now I get to tell people how I feel, right? So that's why most of the time when you listen to my music, you still hear the soul. Whether I'm doing any genre, you once I say it's McGee there, you will feel that soul because it's something that was instilled years long back, a long time ago. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah. So I've been trying to keep it that way, and I resonate. I resonate a lot.
Mm. And I know
Mm.
you dabble with a lot of genres, but which genre do you feel that you communicate your message the most or more comfortably with to the world,
No, no, um, I communicate through music
Mm.
because I hence I'm doing every genre. You can listen to a lounge song I did in 2008, maybe, or last year or yesterday. You will still feel the soul. You will feel that sound, right?
Mm.
So I resonate. I want to send the message through music. I don't want to box myself and say, I think I resonate more with jazz or lounge or R&B or house, right? Even though I decided to be a house head,
Mm.
I decided to be a house producer because I can say that is where when I get in studio and start producing and playing the sounds, like my creative box clicks in like,
Mm.
dude, we need to get this thing out, right? So I resonate more with getting the music message out to the people,
Mm.
be house, be anything. But I decided to be a house producer and house DJ because that's where I got to see the power and the mess and the quicker way for me to convey the message out to the people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think I don't know if you answered. It's the music. It's not based on the genre, but obviously, because I'm doing most of house, you can say I make you resonate with house until you hear me playing. I'm in a band. I'm playing a jazz piano, and we're like,
Mm.
can do what's happening with this guy? So it's music at large, no genre. Don't get it locked. Let's keep it open.
Yeah, man. And one of the guys that you've collaborated with or worked with rather is a guy that we've had here. His name is Cubique DJ. And you guys,
Yeah,
that's one of the first guys that you started working with. Can you
yeah,
tell me about, how do you collaborate with people and how do you now decide, okay, cool, I want to work with this person, I want to work with this person? Because I understand you work with a lot of people. I mean, the Capo, like there's been a lot. But my thing now, my
yeah.
question really is like, how do you choose who to collaborate with? Because it sounds like music is such an intricate part of you.
Yeah. Uh, I I think it was a matter of the sound that I'm captured to. You don't just inbox me or back then Emergency said, hey, McGee, let's collaborate. And then I'd say, yeah, sure, let's do it. I'm a creative. I hear music in everything.
Mm.
So if I get to sport and God has blessed me with this energy reading and ear for me to say, to get to hear that this guy, this is what he's trying to say, but he's not getting it. I need to assist. I need to jump in there, and then obviously come to you or you coming to me like, "Hey, dude, we need to work." Like with Cubic, we met in a very funny way. He was. We used to have a mom at the parks. We used to have sessions there on Saturdays or Sunday. So one day, it's a session. It's happening. It's the parks are close to my house, and then I decided to take a walk. As I'm going down, I can hear Mfana that sound. I'm like, yes, yes.
Mm.
Whose song is this? What's happening? The closer I get, I fumed. I fumed. Like if I was walking with someone who like, hey, McGee, what's happening? What makes you angry, bro? I got angry, and back then I had dreadlocks. I squeezed my dress. I was like, this guy, he's talking to me. What's happening? I get there. He's this short. He's even under my belly.
Mm.
The way short he was. I'm like, what, this boy, what is he doing? Let me hear him playing the next track. By the time he played the third track, I ran home to get my keyboard. And then came back. I was like, I want to play. They're like, eh? No, man. Keyboard in house. What are you doing? I'm like, hey, I want to play. Since that day, that performance, everybody, if you go back to our hood in Middleburg, they would tell you the way we met. And they all have that memory. Like, yo, these guys, this one on keys. And that's when I started getting to know, oh, so there are some producers of this sound that I like. Let me make my research. I started making my research, discovered about the Capo, because I was more of the international sound, right? So I was like, no, man, I need to work with locals. And then meeting Cubique, meeting the Capo, meeting Brazo, meeting, the link goes on dark and, right? So we'd get in studio and say, Jens, what do we have today? Me with the first do. I can already read the energy that you're trying to send, but you don't know how to articulate it. And then I'll play the keys, and then you say, "This is what I wanted." Right? So I'm a creative, as I said. I read the energy of the song if it drives me to that. Because remember, there are a lot of I was thinking this to myself, like there are a lot of producers out there that would say they want to work with the journalist DJ. They want to send you a song. Hey, bro, I saw you are playing at this event this weekend. Can you please bump my song? And then you're like, okay, let me hear the song. And then they send you the song. And it's a nice song, but you don't gel with it properly to your sound or your set, right? So that's how I also get to say, like, and I'm very honest, yeah, I mean, sometimes they call me rude, but I tell them, "Guys, it's a nice song, but I don't know what to do in the song because I'm not resonating with the song. Yeah, bro. That's why most of the people they say like, this guy, he's too much of full of himself and all that. No, it's not about that, gents. It's about the communication that we are trying to send out to the people. Are we trying to be superstars, or are we trying to teach people or send a certain message, right? So it's all about that.
Okay. Wow, man, the story of how you met Cubic, like, and listening to you now, you are a music, um, how should I say it? I don't want to say a music doctor, because it's spiritual. You're a music
No.
sangoma, you hear it and then you diagnose the beat. You're like, okay, cool. It needs this and this. What has been your most memorable studio experience? When you got into studio and you're like, yo, and you just made magic happen. Who were you working with and which song was it?
Yo, bro, every moment I cherish it because I always pour my heart out on every song. Um, and I think that is one of the things that has made me not to do much of collabos anymore, or much of them, because I get in studio, you send me a beat, I get in studio, I'm like, oh my God, what is this guy doing to me? I jump immediately on that song, and then I pour my heart out, start playing, and then you decide not to take the song out. And I'm gonna ask you, dude, what happened to that song? Because I poured my heart out. Like, I need people to hear what you are all about. And then you don't take the song out. That would kill my spirit. So I stopped doing much of the collabos because I cherish every moment that I get to be invited to work on a song, work with music with Kaylow. Like, every energy we put in, it's amazing, right? And back on the days, we didn't have Abo as much as we had Facebook, but there was no Facebook Live. We couldn't post much of the videos and all that. So as the year goes by, we lose gadgets, we lose footage and all that. But every moment that we get in studio, you say, let's work, dude. I go super sane. Ka-ching! From George to McGee, from McGee to Keys, from Keys to what is this guy doing? And then people would say, yo, I when you are possessed. Yes, I'm musically possessed, and I need to send the message out. Yeah, bon? So it's all about cherishing every moment. Because I'm a musician, I'm about sending the message out to the people. So if I'm just gonna say, let's just work on a song, we'll see where it takes us to. It's not gonna go anywhere. But if we are in sync with the energy that we are trying to portray, that we are trying to give and show people out, it's just gonna be memorable. Every album that I've ever worked with, from 2000, from gospel to house to whatever, I tell you, bro, I cherish every moment because I never know when I'm gonna leave. So I need to make sure that I make the best out of it now.
Obviously, because you've been in the game for a while and you've been, as an artist who's in front and also in the background. um, a lot of people complain that the music industry, people don't understand the business side of it. So for anybody that's starting out
Yeah.
watching this, what would you say to them on how to go about the music business today?
Uh, don't go for fame. Go
Mm.
for Yeah. Don't go for fame. Fame kills. It's nice, eh? Don't get it twisted. It's nice, but don't do it for fame. Do it for the passion. I just made a status, I think, on yesterday or Sunday. I said, I'm driven by passion, and it brings out the best in me.
Mm.
Um, one would say, McGee, you are not the so-called hyped up guy and all that. What's keeping you going? Passion keeps me going, bro. If you are here, you are watching this, you are still to watch this. Passion keeps me growing. Passion keeps me going. It gives out the best in me. That's why I'm able to get into studio at any time and work on any song. Like like I'm feeling right now. I'm sick. If I drank Mad Lemon earlier, I'm feeling better now because I was like, hey, at 7 I have an appointment. So at 3 I need to drink a Mad Lemon so that I'm fresh. Now I'm feeling better, hence I'm awake. I no longer have the headache. I can go in studio and jump and just tell a story about from 3 o'clock up to 7 o'clock. Or yo, I was sick and all that in a form of a sound, right?
Mm.
I'm sending the energy out. So don't just get in studio, get a fruity loop, and say you are a producer.
Mm.
No, it needs to come from here. You need to understand, why am I doing this, and I'm gonna invest in me doing this. Don't try to say you want to be better than the journalist DJ. No, you are in for wrong reasons. Um, you need to say, I want to tell my own story in a form of a sound or in a form of singing or in a form of what. I gathered inspiration from this and this and this. Wow, it's beautiful. I think I need to say something. That is what I have to tell the young lads. Like, don't go for tangibility.
Mm.
Tangibility is gonna fly out. That's what kept me going for all these years, you know.
Mm.
Um, Music is taking care of me. I'm not worried about paying any debts or whatnot. No, music is taking care of me because I'm taking care of it. I'm nurturing and maturing the talent and the sound that I have, give it out to people, and then it comes back in that favor, right? But if I'm gonna say the journalist DJ wants us to work in a song, bro, you can give me 10K.
Mm.
Does he have 10K? I don't know and all that, but I'm already doing it for wrong reasons. But if you say, I want to be a musician, I want to be a pianist, I want to be a drummer, I want to be whatever in anything or in every field, let me rather stretch it up. You need It needs to come from here. Don't have any pressure from anybody. Once you are in it for pressure, you are in it for wrong reasons.
Mm. 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 Well put, man. Now coming to you now, it's the year 2022. I almost
Yeah,
said 2020, but yeah, these years are flying. What is McGee
yeah.
Keys working on now?
Uh, I dropped an album on last year. Nah, you see now, you with your 2020.
Yeah,
Now I'm going back to 2021.
yeah.
No, I meant I dropped an album last month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is July, on my birthday on 17th of July. But it's not out on digital platforms. I only did hard copies of USBs format that I've been trying to sell and just making people like, hey, I want my friends to hear what I've done. So I'm still busy in the process, in negotiations with the company. that we want to drop it officially online, because to a few people that have already bought the album, they are so amazed, and they're like, wow, man, is this what you've been working on? I was like, no, I haven't been working on this. I just decided on a day, like I decided, I think it was the 3rd, yeah, the 3rd of June, 3rd of July. I was like, I want to release an album on my birthday, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. Let me start working on the album. And then I started working on the album. And then February I dropped an EP. It's available on Bandcamp. Um it's not available on these other platforms. But I think hopefully I need to drop it also in these other platforms, because other kids are suffering from getting my music. But hey, that's the Bandcamp route I decided to go with, because it makes our life easy for us to drop music, and then people supporting us there and seeing what we're really putting in, right? So yeah, man, the album is out, and a few singles are also out on Bandcamp. You can check them out. I'll send you maybe the link, and then maybe you can obviously share with your friends and all that. And then I'll also send you personally kind of, what do they call it, a promo
DJ pack.
DJ pack. Yes, thank you for that English. I will send you a DJ pack of it, so that you can always share with your friends, play or whatever. And then yeah, so there's also a lot of what's coming, eh? I'm still in the studio. I'm inspired day to day, day by day. I tell you now, I'm gonna do a song about this session, the journalist.
That'll be
It's gonna
dope.
be titled The Journalist. It's gonna be titled The Journalist. I'm telling you, bro, I'm serious. I did an interview, I think 3 weeks back, with the Deep House Space on Twitter, and I love the energy. As I love this energy. I told them, gents, I'm gonna do you a song. I'm titling it The Deep House Space. They're like, how did you think about that? I'm like, I'm loving the energy. And I did that song. I dropped the song for them. They went crazy. Like, this guy did a song about us. I'm also going to do a song about the journalist. It doesn't have to be like the journalist DJ, but it's going to be like the journalist, because we are talking of the musical time, right? Yeah. So I'm telling you now, and I'm telling everybody that's watching this, I'm going to do a song. The moment I get better, I'm able to stand up and get in my studio, I'm gonna do a song titled "The Journalist."
Looking forward to it, man. I'm very excited. the ish, the ish is asking if you're amazing. No, the ish, we're not amazing you. Okay. He asked McGee fries a feature. Oh, McGee fries a feature. Oh, Ubaka feature. I didn't understand. Now that I'm reading it, I understand. Yeah.
No, sorry, man. I was caught up in the answering about. So I'm not amazing the ish. I am not amazing. What you can do, as if you've been following, you can always send me something, send me a link of your music, because, like, as I said, I don't want to do any features anymore, because, like, I've been, man, the music can be cruel, and to us, the creators, if it's not taken out there, if it's not respected, because it didn't take me 1 hour for me to get in studio to sit down and do the song. No, it took me 22 years to play the keyboard and master it the way I play it. That makes it easier for me to get in studio and play it, right? So if you're not gonna respect that and say, I just want it for the fame, or I just want it, it's killing, it's cutting here. So don't worry about the feature, man. I'm not amazing. Drop me something. Let's have a chat about it. Let's see what we can do it. And I'm open for features. I'm open to anybody who's watching here. I'm open for features, and then we can do it. I see Muzi here saying, Dwana, you must mentor my kid, bro. Karabo, I'll call you. Okay, bro. I'll be waiting for your call. So, Maiza, Bona Secretary Maiza, DJ Ish, I hope you answered on that one. We are not mising, bro, but you see, we are caught up in a conversation.
I've got 2 more questions for you. The album that you dropped on USB, so explain why you dropped it like that. Tell us about the features that you have there, and what the project is about.
The project is basically about, I titled it the birthday album, because I did a dedication to myself. I think I've never done a dedication to myself. I've done music for other people. I've done music for Spaces. I'm gonna do music for you. But I never said I'm gonna do a song for me. So I decided to work on the album that is gonna say, if you will see and check the album, it has songs like "The King is Here." It has songs like "The King Was Born." Um, I'm talking to myself. Most of the songs that I did there, right? And some of them, obviously, they're inspired by what I see around my friends and all of these other circle that I have. So it's a soulful house album. Um, dropping out soon. Dropping out soon. You should be on the lookout on the link and the update of the music. So yeah, I think it was inspired by "The King is Here." Let's just send a statement that I'm the king and I'm doing me now. Like, I'm not blowing my own horn, but I just want to appreciate myself for all the hard work that I've been doing throughout the years. You know? Yeah, so it has beautiful sounds, man. Every time I listen to it, I smile. I'm like, oh wow, you did a great song, Raymond. I think it's about time people get to know more of this album, and I'm sharing it. And for me to do the USB route, uh, I've studied a lot in the game, and I know how to make money now. Hence, I don't drop most of my music on digital platforms because we don't make much money, but we put out our catalog, our music out there. So with me doing the USB route, I just printed. Oh, my USBs are far. Uh, I printed them on USBs. I'm like, okay, let me just make money. Let me just appreciate myself because I said I'm doing an album for myself. Let me print it on USB. I'm a buy it. I'm a child that money and spoil it, spoil myself and all that. It's a fast, it's a faster way of me making money than to upload it on iTunes. iTunes, I need 4,000 streams to make $1, and then here I need one person to make 150, right? So that's why I decided, like, instead of doing the online route, let me start by making money first, so that I can be able to pay also the distribution, right? So I don't have money to pay distribution. Please buy the USB so that I pay the distribution and then it's available on all digital platforms.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's all. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like that model, man. I like that model. Lastly, what legacy does McGee Keys want to leave behind?
Let me answer Vaga first. Waiting for my USB. Lol. You're gonna get your USB anyway. Vaga is my stylist from Spelet, so you're gonna get your USB, bro. This weekend. Shout out to you.
This guy in the life is asking about USBs.
Just from the blue.
Yeah.
Bro, from from when I was growing up, I was like, when I with this root and this calling that I'm receiving and responding to, when I die, I want to have a monument at my home time or anywhere in music. I want to have a monument of McGee,
Mm.
a statue, huge statue. I can remember, we don't even know them, but Jennifer, but they have their faces and big bodies all over our towns, and they have their street names. Why can't I leave my own legacy? I'm gonna do that through the music and the sound that I'm gonna have. Mandela has a statue. Brenda Fassie has a statue. They've done a lot, and people felt like they need to honor them. That is this that I want to leave. I want to have a McGee Keys huge, long statue at an entrance or somewhere at the museum of this is what this guy did. We appreciate you for doing that. I don't know if you are aware. In New York, there's that Wall of Fame, right? But in South Africa, we don't have that. We don't have that. And I want to be the Wall of Fame in Africa. I want to be the Wall of Fame in South Africa. And when people will be listening to my sound, be house or jazz or anything, but since I'm dropping most of house, they were like, this guy has been way ahead of time before we even knew him, before we even realized him. Well, so that is the very strong legacy I want to live in. And it's just the love of music. People are gonna share that, like, we are in it driven by passion and it brings out the best of us. That is what McGee taught us, and we can hear and articulate it from his sound.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't know if
That's very
that's fair
powerful,
enough.
brother. That's very powerful. And yeah, man, all the best. And yeah, keep doing you, keep being authentic, keep being real, man. Is there anything else that I might have missed that you just want to say?
Uh, what else do you want to know, bro? Because the music is coming out. There's still a whole lot more, man. Like now, um, I've been doing the remixes. I'm a piano remixes.
Mm-hmm.
When I say I'm a piano, I take the acapellas and their vocals and do soulful house of it. So I have package like that. I'm still gonna drop more of those because I haven't released them because I did not get the rights from the producers for me to drop the music. Now I'm like, let me just drop it for free on what is this thing? On
Sound.
YouTube for
Oh, YouTube.
yeah, YouTube or SoundCloud or anywhere. Even Dosline is here. Dosline, we've been doing music and he hasn't released my music. See that what I'm talking about? Nyaguda, we're not Dosi, nyaguda. So we need the music. The people need to know what you're doing. So thank you so much, Steve. Thank you so much, bro. So I'm still gonna drop that package out. I started doing actually. I'm proud to say I'm the first who started doing piano remixes. All the piano remixes that you are hearing from Soulful House to Afro, any piano remix that you hear, they started here. And
Pioneer.
there's a root. You know what I mean? So I'm proud. Those are some of the things that are making me to be proud and say, oh, wow, McGee, you are doing such a great job. You can't give up now. Keep on keeping on. People are seeing you. People do follow. So you can't drop the ball now. You need to take the ball and pass it to the next generation so that they can see the light also. You know what I mean? So that's how it is, bro. That's how we're gonna do it. That's how we're gonna roll.
All right.
So
Yeah.
expect a whole lot of more. Um, I'm also planning a live recording, a house live recording with the full band. If I can take it back, I always make a reference so that it's quicker and for you to remember. Remember Black Coffee's Africa Rising?
Yeah, I do.
But I don't want to be the DJ. There won't be any DJ. We're gonna do everything on acoustic instruments. We're gonna be drums, live, percussions, keyboards, vocalist, and I'm still with God's grace. I'm gonna have that money that I need for me to get all the artists that I've ever worked with. When I say all, from international, dog, from USA, from Tanzania, from all over the world, if I can get that money, gather all of them to come and say, you've worked with McGee, you have built my legacy, I'm still building more. This is how I appreciate you. Can we do this one last thing? And then we take it out to the people. So that is one of the biggest visions that I'm working on. So it's gonna happen. God's grace, trust.
Yeah, no, sounds amazing, and I hope it happens, bro. McGee Keys, thank you so much for your time, for your energy, and for sharing your insights with us, man. We really appreciate it, bro.
Yo, bro, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much to is he still here?
Obza.
That dude. Yeah, is he still there? Obza, are you still here? Thank you so much, man, for the link up. And I've I've seen these because I don't post much on social media, but I make a whole lot of research, right? And then I've seen these interviews. I'm like, I've been scrolling. I'm like, but how do I get to start about? Because asking amateurs, sometimes they feel like, this guy is just whack. He doesn't. So I'm like, let me just leave it. The energy will take on because if I come to you direct and ask for a space, you're like, this guy, who is this?
No, not even, man, not even.
So I've been following, and thank you so much for having me, bro. I have followed back. I don't have that pride. I followed back, and thank you so much for having me on your space. For this opportunity for us to share these questions and answers, great minds, and everybody that's interacting here. Thank you so much. It's not taken for granted. Hence, I'm gonna appreciate it in the form of McGee Keys, the journalist. That's the song coming up this week.
Looking forward to it, bro. Danko.
Thank you, bro. Keep well, man.
Sharp, sharp.
Hola.